to text me or call me anytime you need to. Or just want you.
I will.
Baby. I love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. I just realized I wasn't recording for all of that. But hi. I'm Leonie and welcome to my channel. I am a homebody. I am an introvert. I enjoy being at home. It is really hard to make plans with me. Hee hee. My schedule is really ridiculous with work because it's all over the place. So like, you know, anytime that normal adults would be going out, I'm at work closing the store. So I've been a homebody for quite a while now because earlier this year to last year, I was just going out constantly, getting hammered all the time, partying every weekend. It was so hard. I already did it, but I'll put it on again. This is Jisoo's hair oil. I just washed my hair, so I'm gonna put it on. My hair is really dry anyway, so maybe it needs another dose to, like, I don't know, do something else other than be dry and gross. Yeah, I just need to enjoy being at home. For those who don't know, I am living in Las Vegas and it sucks. I moved here 6 years ago, and honestly, I loved it when I first moved out here. I moved out here for a reason. My mom moved out here first, but then I came to visit her and I was like, you know what? This is a better change than New York, and I needed that at that moment. I needed a huge change. But now that I'm turning 25 in a few weeks, I am going stir crazy in this city. There is nothing to do but drink, eat, go out, and shop. Nothing to do other than those three things, all spending money, all the like seven deadly sins the seven deadly sins that you can think of just all exist in Las Vegas, and that's all there is to do as a local. And it's like, it sucks because it's 107 degrees out, and who the fuck wants to be outside right now? Dry heat is literally like it's fine. I like dry heat over humid heat, but my body physically does not like it because I'm Puerto Rican and I grew up in New York, and my hair doesn't like it, and my skin doesn't like it, and I like it, but like physically my body just don't do well out here. So my partner and I have been discussing like moving to another city because we're both ready to make the jump. He, who grew up in this city, and me, who lived here for 5 years and has gotten all that I could get out of it. The only other thing to do out here is just like buy a house, start a family, or whatever. But like, we're not at that age yet. We want to romanticize our lives a little bit more. All day, I cleaned up the house all yesterday. Cat bathed. I bathed the cat. Do you understand what that was like? He was angry in ways I've never seen before. He yowled in ways I haven't seen before. I don't even know if you could see him. That's him. And he's fine now. Like, he literally fell asleep on my lap earlier today. He was angry for like an hour and just like, I cleaned the house, I cleaned the cat yesterday. And now today I'm like, well, I have another day to just like hang out. And it's like 3, 4 o'clock, and I'm like, I haven't done shit today. I washed the bed sheets, but like, I'm running out of things to do at home, and like, I want to be outside, but like, I can't be outside. And like, yes, I can just like go sit by the pool and read a book or like go for a walk, but it's too hot, and I don't want to be outside. And I don't want to spend money right now. Like, I don't want to go get food. Probably gonna make myself food right now, because if I keep thinking about food, then I'm gonna order food, and that's not what we want. But this is my dilemma. I enjoy being a homebody, but I think I've gotten to a point where like I have just regressed and forgotten all of my hobbies and habits that I built up. Like, I'm not, even since last video, I stopped doing yoga, I stopped journaling. Like, so I need to like do other things with my life besides like lay in bed and watch F1 videos or ASMR or something. So I want you to come along with me as I relearn how to be a homebody but still be productive with my life. I mean, I am, because I clearly cleaned the whole fucking house yesterday. Wife me up, sir, please. Like, I want to get back into playing video games, and I want to get back into reading regularly and like craving these things. It's one thing to just sit myself down and do it. That feels like a chore. And I want to feel like I genuinely want, like, I can't wait to get home and read, or can't wait to get home and play video games. But I don't. Like, I literally had to tear myself out of my office chair just now to come film, because I was watching YouTube videos and scrolling on Twitter, and that's sad. It's not sad. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's hard to romanticize your life when it gets to this point, especially when you're living in a city like this. Like, there isn't much to go around and do. There aren't like errands to run. There's nowhere to walk. Like, even if I live in a walkable part of the city, which I do, like, walking around makes me uncomfortable because it's Las Vegas and I am a woman and it's hot outside and men. Besides all that, I'm just missing home a lot more these days. I miss like going to the beach. I miss going to the park. I miss just taking the subway and just getting to go like anywhere on a whim, and like kind of deciding my day based off what I'm feeling rather than like what I'm able to do. But for now, we're gonna focus on what we can control, and what we can control is just my daily life. So I do want you to join me on the life of romanticizing being a homebody, re-romanticizing spending time with myself, because I love spending time with myself, and I used to love it so much. And if you watch my older videos, like, I was always alone and I loved it. I just loved having so much time to myself, and I have so much time to myself now, so I should enjoy it. But I don't know how to. Having to reteach yourself something that came so naturally when you were younger. Like, I used to always look at the world with wonder and rose-colored glasses and just so much love for everything around me, and now it's just like, I just don't have that anymore. And it's like this constant feeling of waiting for something to happen for everything to get better. Which I get is really toxic, because like, my life is great. Look at my apartment. Look at my cat. He's great. My relationship is great. Like, everything is pretty great, and it's just become hard to enjoy that daily life. It feels more like a chore, but at the same time, like, on my days off, time just passes so quickly, and then I get sad because time passes so quickly, and I feel like I didn't get everything that I wanted to get done. But what was there for me to get done? The only thing I really needed to get done was like clean my house, but like, what else was there? Be real.
I'm currently reading Spell Shock, and it is so good and so fun. It is definitely like to the T. It goes easy.
I got a dust pan and broom set, and I didn't know it was this long, which I'm quite pleased about because I thought it was literally just like the little thingy, but we actually need like an actual broom because living off of a vacuum when you have a cat, ooh. You have that cat. It's not exactly it. Okay. Our long-term plan. Okay. Well, all right. That's gonna be there. Our long-term plan is essentially to stay in this place till the end of lease, which is next year, probably around June, July-ish, and then we want to probably renew the lease or get a bigger unit, not for like so we can have a guest room or anything. I like having the office space, I like having the bedroom, I like the amount of space we have, but I just wish we had more storage space, like a good cleaning closet. Going on that 10-minute walk was just, it felt embarrassing. I don't know why it felt embarrassing, but like maybe with a dog it would have felt better, but like for me it was just like I mastered the skill of just being in public by myself and just going and doing things by myself really well in New York when I was like 18 to 19. And then after that, like in Las Vegas, my first year, like I always went out and did things by myself because like I didn't know anyone else and I didn't have friends or a dog or anything. But now that I've like had friends and had a boyfriend for a while and just like have my own place where I don't feel the need to escape very often, or at all, it's really difficult to go out in public now and just exist. And yeah, it's like even if I go to a place and get coffee, I'll just get coffee and quickly go out. If I go to a bookstore, I'll just quickly walk around, look for what I want and leave. If I go to a park, I'll sit down, try to journal, and then someone walks by and I'm like, gotta go. But I used to go to the park all the time and journal and like read and meditate by myself, like when I was 19 and I first moved here. And it's so weird that I literally cannot for the life of me do that anymore. I don't know what it is, but it's like not the embarrassment I would feel as a teenager, because I just don't feel embarrassment in that way where like my whole body, like it's literally an entire physical experience to be embarrassed. I don't feel that way anymore. Like I can go out looking however I want to and I'm not gonna feel like constantly tugging at my clothes or constantly like checking myself out in mirrors. Like I just don't feel that way anymore. I don't feel like red hot in the face, like I can't look anyone in the eyes or anything. I just feel like it's just like kind of a natural, like I don't want to stay here that long. It's like not even about anyone else seeing me or anything. It's just like how do I exist in public by myself anymore? Because no one does anything in public by themselves out here, it appears. Because there's nothing to do in public by yourself out here. Yeah. I don't know. I think I would do so much better in another city. But like, yeah, like I said, like we just want to renew the lease or get like a little bigger of a unit with more storage space or something. And then do that for like a 12-month lease instead of a 15-month lease like we did with this place because it was cheaper. And then look at where we're at, spend that year, focus on saving money and getting to a place in our careers where we feel comfortable to make that jump. So it's probably going to be New York, but like New York is really expensive. And I looked at apartments and it was like $3,000 for like 600 square feet. And this apartment is literally like not that price, way cheaper for like 1,000 square feet. And I'm like, I don't think I could compromise on this amount of space. It's a lot of space, but it doesn't feel like enough because I feel like I go crazy sometimes being in here as it is. And I can only pace around my apartment so much. So like, imagine me pacing around a place that's the size of my living room. Just imagine it. Like, it's also just like growing up and like being that awkward kid in the family and having social anxiety. So I spent so much time in my room that was like a quarter, like so much smaller than my bedroom or even my, like so much smaller than my office. And I spent all my existence in there. And yeah, I just enjoy having an entire space to myself to call my own. You know what I mean? It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. So I don't know what I'm gonna do if, or like we want to move to New York for everything but the price of living. And personally, I think people overestimate how expensive it actually is to live in New York if you take out the living costs. But also the transportation costs have gone up exponentially, so like I might be wrong on that. I know the mayor is like shit, but no more political talk. So I don't know. I've just been craving something different than this city and this experience. It's done what it's needed to do for the early part of my 20s. I'm now entering my mid-20s. Or you can say I've been in my mid-20s for a year, but if you did, I would be really sad. So don't say that. But now that I'm entering my mid-20s, I feel like I just need something different, whether it's to just find a way to experience Las Vegas differently or just experience my life differently, because I am just bored. But I guess boredom is like the best way to get creative. So I'm not mad that I'm bored. Hi. So I'm not mad that I'm bored, but I don't know. I need to find a way to get creative with it. So I guess being bored is always the first step. But like, I feel like I'm going through a quarter life crisis in the sense that like, none of my hobbies feel right anymore, and like the things that I described as my passions just seem, I'm looking at them with like a way less like fantasized or romanticized point of view, and I'm just like being really realistic and logical about all my decisions to a point where it's like kind of a detriment. Like earlier, like after saying like I was too addicted to F1, I was just like, well, at least I have an interest in something, and if I have a passionate interest in something, I should just let myself experience that instead of trying to like get rid of it, because I think it's not healthy when it's like I'm an adult and it's okay to have these passions and hobbies, especially when I'm not feeling any of the passions and hobbies that I was feeling, like, you know. So I don't know. Turning 25 is like not hard, and like I feel great, but at the same time I'm like kind of panicking, because not only is like my life so vastly different, from like a year ago to 2 years ago, like I have so much to be grateful for, and it's amazing, it's incredible. But I am just so different. So I don't know how to plan for the long term because I don't know what I want right now. So I guess this is the journey we go on together. Because no matter what, there will only be very few constants in your life, and one of those constants for me is being creative. And if I don't feel like being creative in any other sense, by God, at least I'll make some videos or something. Did I just have like a panic attack? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Do I need to drink some wine? Am I okay?
Mm-hmm.